there's no one could fail to understand what we're about. So a really warm welcome to all of you and Taby.
Thank you. That's a very generous introduction. But actually, one of the leads of our group is actually based in Eastbourne and invited us here today. So thank you so much, Hiba, for inviting us to join you amazing folk in Eastbourne. You guys are amazing. We've just been experiencing really good hospitality and we feel very welcome. So thank you. Right. So the reason that we are so passionate about this cause and we will not stop fighting until Palestine is free is because ultimately we are humanitarians, and what is unfolding in Gaza, in Rafah, in Palestine is horrendous. As a human being, not just a healthcare worker, we cannot witness these atrocities and stay silent. The new Labour government, Keir Starmer, and his lackey, David Lammy, who is now Foreign Secretary, has no concern for humanity. Their first order of business coming into office was to fly to Israel and shake hands with war criminal Netanyahu. Shame. Despite the fact that the IOF has made the destruction of healthcare a strategy of genocide, there are no fully functioning hospitals left in Gaza. Our clinicians on aid missions on the ground report the horrors of the situations. The field tents, the makeshift hospitals that are being rocked with the bombs that are being dropped just meters away. Children with limbs blown apart, decapitated babies, many with 60% burns and not enough resources or capacity to treat them. It's truly horrific. Keir Starmer came on our TV screens recently, condemning the bombing of a hospital in Ukraine by Russia, as he should. But what about Gaza? What about the deliberate targeting of health workers, the premature babies who were left to die and decompose, the torture and execution of doctors at Al-Shifa? What about these atrocities, these war crimes, these crimes against humanity? Where is the objection to this? We want to make it clear to Crooked Keir and David Lammy that we will not settle for empty promises or rhetoric. We demand that he end Britain's complicity in the ongoing genocide by imposing an arms embargo on Israel and using all diplomatic and economic means possible to pressure them into accepting a ceasefire and ending the occupation. Every day we open our screens to a new massacre, a new horror unleashed. Palestinians are being butchered by military bombardment, and Israel has used the destruction of healthcare to further their strategy of genocide. They have imposed a complete blockade, restricting all medical aid, cutting food, water and fuel, the basic necessities needed for human life. They have destroyed all agriculture, inflicting ecocide, inflicting a man-made famine. 2.2 million people in Gaza are now facing starvation, are being starved to death. They are committing educide, destroyed all universities and now schools, bombing schools with children inside. We saw this 3 days in a row. They have targeted primary schools. If we don't cut ties with a designated child-killing state, what kind of world are we building for future generations? We are sending a message that it's okay to destroy universities, bomb hospitals, decapitate babies, to burn children alive, to bomb refugee camps. We must take affirmative action like President Petro of Colombia, like South Africa. We must cut economic ties, impose a two-way arms embargo, and divest from all entities funding the Israeli war machine. The time of sacrifice and the time of just leaders and moral citizens to rise and set an example for future generations is now. How much death and destruction does Israel need to commit before we can cut economic ties? in front of the world, by their own admission, Israel is committing war crimes. They have stated this publicly. This isn't a matter of opinion. Let me quote you a few things. The Israeli general, human animals must be treated as such. There will be no electricity and water. There will only be destruction. Yoav Gallant, defense minister, we are fighting human animals. We will act accordingly. We will remove every restriction from the IDF. And we have seen them turn Gaza into an open-air killing field. It is now the largest open-air graveyard. It used to be the largest open-air prison. Smotrich, finance minister, there is no such thing as the Palestinians. The president of Israel, Netanyahu, refers to the people of Gaza and says they are all responsible. Before October the 7th, Netanyahu appeared before the General Assembly with a map that had removed all references of Palestine. This is a clear declaration of intent to destroy the Palestinian people and steal all their land. Refusal to divest from the Israeli war machine is aiding and abetting a genocide. And we refuse to be made unwilling participants. And we will continue to mobilize day after day until our demands are met. Because from London to Palestine, occupation is a crime. And we will not rest and we will not stop until all companies, institutions and governments divest from the Zionist entity. Free, free! Free, free! From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From Rafah to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
UK government, you will see!
Palestine will be free!
Israel, Israel, you will see!
Palestine will be free!
We won't be intimidated!
Won't stop till we're liberated!
Won't stop till we're liberated!
Won't stop till we're liberated!
Keir Starmer, you're a liar!
Starmer, you're a liar!
We demand a ceasefire!
Demand a ceasefire!
Ceasefire, ceasefire!
Ceasefire, ceasefire!
We demand a ceasefire!
Demand a ceasefire!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Kalema ikayalami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikayalami ilondoloze uhambe nami